Hello everyone, and welcome back to King's Quest 6, the final trek in King's Quest 6 actually, because we're at the end. We are at the end. There's a couple things to do, though, because you can still give a token to the princess. The last token is, I went back to the Isle of the Beast and got another white rose. The last token is a white rose. So let's give her a nice lovely rose.
Bird will deliver it to
Take it to the princessy.
The nightingale takes the rose and heads for the castle once more.
A white rose, how beautiful. It must be from Alexander. How I wish that I could see him with my own eyes, but Abdul will never allow it. He only risks capture by sending me these things, dear to my heart though they are. Fly elsewhere, my pretty friend. Do not endanger Prince Alexander again by taking tokens from his hand. Forgive me, Alexander, and forget me. I cannot return your love, for fear that I shall never leave this castle again.
Alexander waits in vain for Casima's nightingale to return, but the bird does not. Could there be something wrong? Or does Casima simply not welcome his attentions further?
She's trying to keep you safe. Stupid. Okay, and this is where I had a crash earlier. I was trying to trade with a pawn shop guy, and I crashed. So let's hope I don't crash
Prince
again.
Alexander.
So let us... I'm actually going to save in case I do crash. Again, I don't know why I crashed before. It was really stupid. I need to trade the tinderbox with them.
Would you mind if I traded this?
Of course, Prince Alex.
Alexander looks
Maybe I
closely
clicked
at
too.
the items
Maybe I
on the
clicked too
counter
fast
to
or
make
something
his
last time.
selection.
I don't know. I need
I
this
think
brush.
I'd like the painter's
Flesh.
brush.
Very good, Prince Alex. The painter's brush it is.
Thank you.
And now your mission is to try to figure out what's the purpose. What's the genie's lamp look like? What's the best way to do that? Then watch a cutscene, right? What's a better way also to think that they're dead? That I'm dead.
Alexander suddenly gets a very sneaky idea.
I can't go on anymore. Without Casima, I'd just rather not live.
Prince Alex, no.
It's true. The Wazir has beaten me. I give up. Poison is my last resort.
Stop.
I am no more.
Oh, what a waste. The poor young fool.
He's dead. He's dead. Wait until Abdul hears. He'll be so pleased. I told you not to pop in like that. You can learn to knock like everybody else. Sorry, Master. I couldn't help myself. I have great news. Well, what is it? Prince Alexander is dead! He killed himself in despair over losing Casima. What? Are you positive? That young man has proven to be most devious. I saw the whole thing myself, Master. He was really and truly quite dead. If what you say is true, it shall be most convenient. You've spent enough time on that little irritant. We must start thinking about the wedding. Anything, Master? Oh, I do love weddings. Well, we do want you to look your prettiest, don't we? Now, Shamir Shamazel, to the lamp with you. Prepare yourself, as we discussed.
Yay.
Alexander's heart lurches to life in his chest.
Prince Alex! But you were...
Sorry, friend. I was doing a little acting, I'm afraid.
Ah, of course, the strange cloaked man. You are quite clever, and a bit too exciting for an old man.
Yep, hang on one second. Sorry, I got to pondering on something that I had, and apparently it's just optional. It's just not really optional, it's the fact that it's for the other, it's for another ending. It's the peppermint leaves. I don't need the peppermint leaves in this ending. Anyway, let us get the lamp.
There's no reason to use... There's no reason...
Excuse me, peddler, but I have an old lamp that might interest you.
Ah, an old lamp. And what a nice traditional design, too. Take your pick of my new lamps.
I need the blue one.
Ah, a fine choice, my son. Here is your new lamp. Good day, and I thank you, sir.
Good day.
Thanks, man. Go away. Tired of hearing you say, "Oh, lamps for new lamps. Oh, lamps for
Drat,
new lamps."
another dud.
He's looking for a genie lamp. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, I need to make a way to get in the castle now. I need to make the paint.
Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup and stirs the contents gently. To his amazement, the jet black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the teacup. The teacup mixture blackens and thickens to a paint-like consistency. Alexander carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather.
And so that's the magic paint. Magic paint, yeah, blah 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 blah. Apply to a blank surface from the artist's brush, speak the intention of the painting. Okay, so you do that first. Okay, so let's now infiltrate the castle. It's time. It is time to go into the castle. I am done everywhere outside of the castle. I've done everything that I can do, possibly do, besides in the game. And see everything inside. So let's go over here. Because walking in the front door is not an option. We can try to climb, but that's stupid. Obviously you can't do that. Let us get the paintbrush.
Feeling artistically.
And make my door.
Ah, a doorway. Just what Alexander was thinking this wall needed.
And then, obviously, you speak to the door.
Alexander With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. Magic paint, black as ink. Bring to life what I think. Make it real what I draw, according... The spell worked. The door
Yay.
is magically solidified.
So I have a magical door.
Eager to be inside the castle at last, Alexander opens the enchanted door and steps inside. The magic paint door fades back into the wall.
Dun,
So much for an easy exit. Alexander opens the dungeon door.
Hello.
Mother, where are you?
Maybe the handkerchief. Ooh.
What's the matter, little boy?
been alone ever so long.
You must be the son of the spirit I met in the realm of the dead. She gave me this handkerchief and asked me to tell you that she's waiting for you there.
It's Mama's. It even smells like her. I can feel her now. I know where to go.
Wait. Before you go, is there anything you can tell me about the castle?
I like to play in secret places. In the basement behind the Man of Steel, there's a door. Nobody except me knows it's there anymore. Farewell.
Bye. Spooky ghosty ghost.
Alexander opens the dungeon.
So there's nothing in here. I have a skeleton's key so I can open the other doors. If you're wondering how I'm getting into these doors.
Alexander opened. Alexander's.
So I need to go find Jolo. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to find Jolo. So let us go find Jolo.
Alexander decides to find out what.
Hi.
Prince Alexander, I can't
Sup?
believe it. How did you get into the castle?
Well, actually,
Magic.
it's a little hard to explain.
Magic.
I bet. You run a terrible risk of being here, though. The castle is crawling with guard dogs, especially
say any.
today. The Vizier will have your hide if he finds you.
I know that, Jalo. But Cosima is being married today. What greater risk is there than that?
Of course you're right. Young love. I forgot what heartburn it is. But what are you supposed to do about it?
I've got to try to see her. Maybe even stop the wedding.
Is that all? And here I thought you would try something dangerous. Oh.
Don't worry about me, friend. Just tell me, where is Cosima?
As far as I know, she's still in her bedroom upstairs. You'd never make it up there, though. The guard dogs are everywhere, and they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now the crown means Al-Hazred. If we had proof of something truly afoul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. In fact, you'd almost think I wasn't welcome.
And they say princes have no sense of humor. Well, I can see there's no putting you off. For Cosima's sake, I wish you luck. I'll be here if there's anything you need.
Thanks, Jalo.
And, of course, Wendy gets a genie.
I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp. I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Why, yes! It's an exact replica. That's amazing. How did you guess?
I suppose it was intuition.
Cutscenes.
I'll have to wait for the
And
right
playing
moment,
this game
mind
a bazillion
you.
times in the
But
past.
I should be able to get close enough to swap this for the real thing, and none shall be the wiser. Now you shall see Jalo's skill.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Go ahead and do as you've planned, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jalo. You are a true friend.
Oh, shucks. I'd do anything for the princess.
Alrighty, so lamp swap's in effect. Mission lamp swap is in effect. So let us replace that with lamp swap fun time. Alrighty. Now, let us go.
Alexander doesn't want to intrude.
Let us go on and listen to what the little ghosty said, which is a hint that a way to get around here without having...
Alexander will need to enter the north.
without being affected.
Remembering what the little boy ghost said, Alexander experiments with the suit of armor. He pushes down, then pulls up on the knight's right arm. A secret passage. Alexander hears the sound of voices coming from nearby. Alexander peers through the chink in the wall.
Captain, I've been hearing rumors from the guards who've been watching the princess. They say lately she's been pounding on her door and begging to be let out. Ain't none of my business, sir, but news like that is upsetting the other dogs. Ain't no guard in the castle who would willingly keep the princess anywhere she don't want to be.
Hazred claims that a foreign intruder is here to assassinate her. That's why she's got to be kept under lock and key, right up until the wedding. Call me an old dog that can't learn new tricks, but I say the princess should be the one given the orders. Alhazred has been in charge for months, what with the king's death and Casima's mourning. Tonight, the wedding will seal it, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like him or not, he's our liege. Need I remind you of your oath to the crown? Aye, we've an oath. For the sake of the princess, we'll not be forgetting it. He'd just better treat her well.
Speaking of the Wazir, what do you reckon he's keeping in that magical room of his?
It's not a magic room. It's just the door he's enchanted somehow. I say he's still got the royal treasury in there, along with whatever else he's so eager to protect. Not even the court treasurer is allowed in there anymore.
I heard him in the hall the other day. He was speaking of that door. Black magic is what I say. I heard him say, Ali, but then Bey came up and started yapping at me.
Enough! It is not our place to question the practices of our liege, no matter how strange. The wedding will be starting soon. Report to the throne room when you hear the music start.
Alrighty. So that's the key. Go up the stairs, stupid.
Phew, that was a climb. Alexander hears the faint sound of a woman crying nearby.
I don't need to talk to her quite yet, but dear old princessy's right on side of the other side of the door. I'm so close to my princess now. So close. So close to my princess. So close to my princessy. Another hole.
Alexander looks through the chink in the wall.
Dear Shadrach, salutations from the Society of the Black Cloak, etc., etc. My long preparations are about to come to fruition. In a matter of minutes, I will wed the lovely Casima. Once I've established my power and my crown, I can stage another accident.
No nose.
The princess has proven infuriatingly stubborn, as you know. She's becoming quite a dangerous little thorn in my side. In a way, it is a shame I have to kill her. She is lovely and would be amusing to keep around, but I can't risk her talking treason to one of the guards. So far, I've managed to keep her locked away, but I can't continue that forever. Well, on to it now. I'd send her to you, but as you know, I had no luck in doing so with Mordak. I close in triumph. King Abdul Alhazred. And now to see to the final preparations. It's almost time for the wedding.
Evil laughter.
The Wazir's words fill Alexander with blazing anger and fear for Cosima's life.
That blackguard! That murderous swine! He'll
He
not
is an
have his
asshole.
way if I have anything to say about it.
He is a total dick.
Alexander
Some of the
sees
music.
lots of black cloaks.
Hi, Mr. Box.
The trunk is locked.
Well, that's why you have a key for it, right?
Alexander inserts the skeleton key in the trunk's lock and turns it. He hears a click. Alexander opens the trunk. It looks like the owner of this trunk is quite the correspondent. The stack of letters appears to be ordered by date, because the top one is dated only a month ago. It looks like the owner... Alexander
notes.
picks up the most recent letter and examines it. The letter is addressed to Abdul al-Hazred from the wizard Shadrach. It reads,
More
"Greetings
wizards.
to a brother of the Black Cloak. I was sorry to hear of great Mordak's death, though he was a bit of a ninny at chess. It seems the plans for that little kingdom of yours are coming along. I must congratulate you on your handling of the king and queen. Isolating the islands so that no protest could develop was another brilliant stroke. It looks like there's not much left to stand in your way. Do as I recommended with the girl, and you shall have your crown."
That fiend!
Yeah, he's a dick.
Alexander opens the ebony box and... Alexander can read the piece of paper without taking it. Inside the ebony box is a piece of paper with the word Zebu printed on it.
So that's the other part of the
box-
clue. So I'm done there. So back into the wardrobe.
Alexander crawls back through the wardrobe to reach the secret passage.
So now, let's go say hi to the dear old lady. My cat's going crazy in my room. If you're hearing rummaging in my
Alexander
room.
hears the faint sound of a...
Darling, don't be scared.
Alexander peers through the chinks in the wall, trying to locate the source of the crying sounds.
It's castles in Super
Alexander's palms begin to sweat, and his heart to race. It's Cosima. He's found her.
Psst! Princess Cosima!
What? Who's there?
It is I, Alexander. I'm here behind this wall.
My, how suave that sounds.
Alexander? It really is you. Oh, I knew you were close by, but how did you get inside the castle walls?
Magic.
It's a long story and not important now. You did get my ring.
Oh, yes. It has brought me such comfort, Alexander, to know you were close by and had not forgotten. But you shouldn't be here. You're only endangering yourself.
I'm afraid I'm not the only one in danger. Princess, be brave. I've heard such vileness today, such evil.
What is it?
Al-Hazred. He is not what he appears.
I've known that for years, Alexander. But with Mother and Father gone, I'm afraid there's no stopping him. But tell me of what evil you speak. I have been so afraid for my kingdom, not knowing what he plans.
The kingdom is in trouble, but the real threat at the moment is to your safety, Princess. Al-Hazred has such plans. You don't want to wed Al-Hazred, do you?
Heck
How
no.
can you ask? Of course not.
If you do not wish to marry him, Cosima, you shall not. I promise you. But we must get you out of here now. You are not safe.
But Abdul would tear the castle apart if I were to disappear from my room. You shall have to do what you can to delay his plans from your end.
I can't just leave you here.
Alexander, do not despair for me. I have been safe in this room for nearly 6 months now. Abdul can be in no hurry, whatever he plans. After all, I'm to be his bride, am I not? I have been planning too, you see. I believe I can escape. If I can only get a chance to lay my hands on a weapon, there might be an opportunity in the hustle of the wedding.
But
Shh, just a moment more, then you must go. Let us not waste time with words. Please, let me just look at you, dear Alexander.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that, darling. How about we show you all the crap that's going
I
on?
found this letter in the Wazir's bedroom. I think you should know what it says.
I can't believe it. I had my suspicions, but this confirms everything. Alexander, you must keep the letter. You might have a chance to show it to someone who can help you stop Al-Hazred. Just be careful.
Dog boss. Boss dog.
Here, take this dagger. It's not much, but it might come in handy.
Why, it's perfect. This is just the sort of thing I've been looking for. Thank you, Alexander. I'll keep it close and use it if I must.
Alrighty, we can just stare at each other forever now. Just for all eternity.
Oh, no.
The lock on Casima's door
Yeah,
rattles
we ain't got
abruptly.
time for that, do we?
Alexander, hurry! Step away before they see you.
Alexander hears scuffling and a woman's brief cry from the other side of the wall. Then, silence.
No! How dare you? Anyway. Done with the yippee yappies. Let's go on out here.
Alexander hears the clear sound of guard dog voices coming from behind the door. He decides opening the door wouldn't be wise.
No. Hardly. So... let us...
Alexander doesn't see any way of opening that door.
Or we could
Since
talk
the
to it.
door on the west wall has no visible knob or
It's
handle,
a magic door.
Alexander decides to try to open it with his voice. He composes his words carefully.
And I heard both parts. There's Ali. And of course I just read Zebu.
Listen, door. I would have you open. Ali Zebu.
It worked.
Yay! And now, do you want incriminating evidence?
Alexander pulls the drapery aside, curious as to what might lie underneath. On the table is a coat of arms with the head of a beast on the crest.
Beast said that his coat of arms was stolen by the Druids. This must be it.
On the table is a fleece made of gold.
That fleece must belong to the Winged Ones. And they thought the Isle of Wonder had taken it.
On the table is a strange-looking stone that's giving off an odd, high-pitched noise.
That must be the Isle of Wonder's singing stone. Didn't the queens think that the beast had stolen it?
On the table is a miniature oak tree. It looks very old.
That must be the sacred miniature oak that the Druids thought the Winged Ones stole.
As Alexander looks at the objects on the table, he realizes the depth of the Wazir's cunning. It must have been the Wazir or an accomplice who stole that one thing most precious to each island, and then leaked rumors that one of the other islands was responsible.
What did the Wazir have to gain by causing the islands to hate one another?
Chaos. Chaos. absolute and total chaos. So that is the incriminating evidence that this dude that we're dealing with is a total dick. So let's go deal with the dick.
Alexander hears the sound of music coming from the east.
Because it's no
It
longer
sounds
fun.
somewhat classical, but... oh no, it's wedding music. Alexander hears a door off the north hall open. Then, the sound of guard dog footsteps. The footsteps are headed this way. Uh-oh, a guard dog. Alexander's been seen.
Hey, you! You're not allowed down here!
I think I'm a little lost. I was looking for the wedding and...
Be quiet. The Wizir told us to look out for a saboteur. My nose tells me that's you! Guards!
Alexander watches helplessly as the guards descend upon him.
You'll stay in here until we find out what the Wizir wants to do with you.
The guard dogs leave Alexander to his fate, locking the door noisily behind them. Alexander wonders how he'll get out of this one.
Psst. Prince Alex.
Jallo, what are you doing here?
Never mind. Quick, before the guard dog patrol comes around again.
But how did you know I was...
This is no place to talk, Alexander. Just trust that I know everything that goes on in this castle. Now, be more careful. If you get caught again, I don't know if I'll be able to get you out.
Yeah, let me save so I don't fuck up again. That was a little bit of a fuck up, so by the way. Oopsie.
Alexander hears a door off the north hall open. Then, the sound of guard dog footsteps. The footsteps are headed this way.
And give me just 1 second, okay? Just 1 second. Okay, what I did was I adjusted the sound and got set up again. Just a little bit. I just want to up the sound.
Hey, you! You're not...
I think I'm a little lost. I was...
Alexander watches.
Who would be crazy enough?
I don't know, but if I find out, that traitor will be sorry! Let's keep it...
Right, Hal.
The guard.
Let me just reload. But yeah,
Alexander here. Wait.
what I was saying...
Alexander looks cautiously around the grand hall, but there are no guard dogs to be seen.
What I was saying is what I was saying was that I decided to up the sound for the very, very end. Because it's the ending, so, yeah. So anyway, let's get back to the game.
The wedding music is coming from behind those two large doors.
And we will get on with it. It's not quite so easy as that, is it?
Prince Alexander, here, the Wizir will have my head for allowing you within a mile of the royal wedding. Since you are of noble birth, I will give you 5 seconds to explain your presence here before killing you. I warn you, it had better be good.
Oh, I got more than 5 seconds. I need this letter to show you, Mr. Doggy.
Wait. If you love your princess, you'll hear me out. The Wizir is not what he appears to be. Cassima is in terrible danger. I have proof that this is so. For your princess's sake, you must believe me.
Let me see that.
Saladin reads the letter, his sword point still against Alexander's throat. Alexander watches the guard dog's noble face darken with rage.
This is treason. I'll have his throat. But how do I know this letter is not a forgery? You could have written this yourself.
But I did not. Have you no doubts of your own about Alhazred? Don't you see? All he wants is the crown. Cosima is being coerced. We must stop the wedding.
It is true. I have had my suspicions about the Wizir, especially when King Califim and Queen Alaria died. But I have seen Cosima with him several times. She appears to be quite happy, even enthusiastic. I don't believe she could love him if he truly were so wicked.
I cannot believe for a moment that she loves that snake.
A jilted lover would not believe it. But come, see for yourself.
The captain of the guard leads Alexander into the throne room, where a ceremony seems to be in progress. Alexander feels his blood run cold at the sight.
I, Cosima, declare Abdul al-Hazred as my lawful and beloved husband and king of this realm.
But, Cosima, what are you saying?
Do you still claim that the princess is being forced? Perhaps it's you that's the danger, as the Wizir has said.
Cosima, stop!
Prince Alexander here? This is an outrage! How dare you allow this traitor to get past you, Saladin? You stupid mutt! Can't you even keep the castle free of assassins during your own princess's wedding? Kill him! Kill him now!
Lord Al-Hazred, with all due respect, you are not quite king yet. And this is a wedding ceremony, not an execution.
What? How dare you contradict me, you flea-bitten mongrel! I gave a direct order. Obey me, or feel my wrath.
Milady, I apologize for my behavior, but I am yours to command in all things. I wanted merely to hear your own wishes from your own lips. Tell me what it is that you wish me to do with this young man, and I will obey.
Why, Captain, you heard my dear Abdul. If he wishes this atrocious young man's death, then I want nothing more than to see him get his wish. Obey thy liege now and always.
As you wish, princess.
Just as Saladin prepares to run Alexander through with his sword, a shout is heard from the direction of the Grand Hall.
Hold! In the name of the true king!
Dun, dun,
King
dun.
Califim and Queen Alaria burst into the throne room, looking alive and well and full of wrath. Behind them, a line of supporters look prepared to battle, if necessary, for their beloved royal couple.
Cosima, darling, are you all right? Has he hurt you?
Hands off of her, you murderous goat!
If I want your advice, I'll ask for it, Mother.
But, Califim, that's not Cosima. I'd know my daughter anywhere.
What have you done with our daughter, you devil?
The lovely image of Cosima suddenly bursts into smoke and is replaced by the Wazir's genie.
Dun, dun, dun.
Why, you conniving serpent!
Get him, guards! Saladin, your sword!
Drat it all! You may have ruined my plans, but you won't get me, or your precious Cosima. Get them, Shamir! I command you!
He's getting away! Stop him!
Yes, sire, as soon as I deal with this genie.
Shamir, the Wazir's genie, begins to throw balls of dazzling light at the guard dogs.
No, not the doggy.
The genie, finding a free moment in the battle, suddenly realizes that Alexander is still in the room and sends a dazzle spell his way.
Oh, waited too long. Oh, good job, May.
Tickets up. Next.
Stupid.
Cheeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alexander can't be slow.
Oh, God. What did I do? I think... Oh, yep. GTFO.
Wait.
I just gotta talk to Doggy again. Come on, Alexander. Oopsie. Come on, Doggy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's get this done.
Wait. If you love your...
Okay. Come on.
Alexander. King
This time I know
Calvin and
better.
Queen Alor-
Yeah, I know.
If I want...
Right. Yes.
There you go. I'm done. I'm out. Wait. You stupid. I'm saving. The end this time. For reals. For realsies. Yay. The ending. Now there's
Alexander,
variations right here.
Be careful, Alhazred has a sword.
Shut up, wench! Shamir Shamazel! Get in here!
Here I am, Master.
It's about time, you bumbling fool! How could you let him follow me?
Well, there were the guard dogs, Master, and then...
Never mind! Just kill him! Kill him now!
As you wish, Master. Razzle, dazzle, snap and snazzle.
Alexander, I did it. I swapped the lamps. Here, quick, take it.
Bless you, Jalo. I knew you could do it. Now get clear, friend.
No argument there, my lord. Good luck.
Shamir Shamazel, hold your spells. I am your master now.
Dun,
I
dun,
order
dun.
you to go back into your lamp.
How did you get my lamp? You thief! You've ruined me!
Yes.
My lamp! Oh, thank Valhalla! I hated working for that loathsome creature. I already feel his nastiness leaving me. How I've longed for a master like you. I've got a new master. I've got a new master.
So, you are a thief as well, Alexander. Stealing the lamp was very clever, I'll grant you that. But I am the master thief. Face my sword if you dare. The man left standing shall have the lamp.
Get the sword, Alexander.
Inspiration. Alexander fixes upon the only weapon in sight.
Zounds! This sword must weigh a ton.
Good. Then you shall only fail sooner, my prince. So, the mouse would bite?
This mouse shall bite, as you shall soon see. Or should I say, soon feel?
Ha! You can barely lift that sword, my prince. Better to lay it down now. I promise to dispatch you with little pain.
A tempting offer, but I think I'll wait and see what this sword can do.
Suit yourself.
Epic battle, everyone.
Alexander's arms start to tremble under the effort of wielding the huge sword. His muscles are nearing exhaustion.
Ha! And so it ends.
Not if I can help it, you murderer!
Cosima thrusts the small dagger into Alhazred's shoulder with all her might.
Ah! You dare raise a finger to me? You will regret that, princess.
No, you don't, asshole. Yay!
Cosima! Are you all right?
I'm fine, Alexander. I was just so afraid for you.
There's no need to fear anymore, princess.
Yes, I know. How can I ever repay you? For myself, for my kingdom.
It was not in me to let harm come to you. Can you find it in you, princess, to give me more than your gratitude?
Alexander, what are you saying?
I love you, Cosima. Would you ever consider... Do you think you could... marry me?
Could you ever have doubted it, my prince?
Yay.
Oh! Guards!
Princess Cosima, are you well?
I'm quite well, thank you. Please take Abdul and put him in the dungeon. See to it that he gets a doctor.
Yes, Majesty.
The audio sounds a little bit weird. I had a little bit of a crash in the game. Sorry.
Cosima and Alexander ask Captain Saladin to perform their wedding ceremony.
Everyone.
Saladin is honored to do so.
On this historical day of great joy in the land of the Green Isles, we witness the union of Cosima, beloved princess of this realm, and Alexander, Prince of Daventry. Do you, Prince Alexander of Daventry, take Princess Cosima to be your wife, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you, Princess Cosima of the land of the Green Isles, take Prince Alexander to be your husband, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you have a ring?
I have Alexander's royal insignia ring.
Very good. Please place the ring on Cosima's finger.
Yay.
Who gives this bride to be wed?
Her mother and I willingly give our daughter's hand in wedlock.
Who will speak for the groom?
I will. Alexander's mother and I recognize his marriage to Princess Cosima with glad hearts, and sanction this union.
Then, Alexander and Cosima, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
They already have.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
I think they said it for me.
Congratulations, my children. I have an important question for you both. Please hear me.
Yes, sire?
Alexander, I welcome you into our family with open arms. I place trust in Alhazred because I so badly wanted a son and a husband for my beloved daughter. I was wrong. But you are true and good, Alexander. You have proven yourself to all my people.
Thank you, sire.
Olaria and I have been through much. Even though we have returned to our kingdom, I do not think we are able to reign again. Will you two consider the crown? I know as king and queen You can heal this small kingdom from all the damage that Alhazred has inflicted upon it.
Oh, Father.
Why, I'm honored. What do you think, Cassima?
I love my homeland, Alexander. I would be happy to stay and serve it all my days.
Father, I believe I'm needed here. Would you be very disappointed if...
Son, you must follow your destiny. I do believe the land of the Green Isles needs you. You'll be a magnificent king, though dearly missed in Daventry.
Then, I accept.
Yay.
Oh, my boy, what a man you've become. And how I will miss you.
Don't worry, Mother. With Shamir's powers, we'll be able to visit often. I'm not about to forget my family.
Congratulations, Alexander. I'm so proud of you.
Sure, sis.
Thank you, dear sister.
Oh, Alexander, I'm so glad. Between the return of my beloved parents and our new reign, you've made me so happy.
I'm glad I could make up for some of your suffering, my beautiful wife.
Yeah.
Congratulations, King Alexander. When we return home to Daventry, your crew will be glad to hear that their battle at sea was worthwhile in bringing forth a new monarch.
We were so worried when your men arrived home without you, son. I'm so thankful that you are safe and happy.
And I am as grateful that my crew did not pay for my driven heart.
You have only brought us all good fortune, sire. With Shamir saved and his power used for good, reuniting the islands will be far easier. He has already repaired the ferry. Your road will be easier now that the islands are no longer feuding. Already the wounds are starting to heal.
Yes, my love. Discovering the island's stolen treasures has done more to bring peace to this land than anything else. It is now clear that Alhazred had Shamir steal each of the island's most valued treasures, then blame the thefts on others to cause the islands to hate each other.
Now let us celebrate our good fortune. The evil that has plagued this land is done, and a new reign begins. Long live King Alexander and Queen Cassima.
Long live King Alexander!
Yay.
Long live Queen Cassima! Long live the land of the Green Isles! Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
I was just thinking about how bad that probably was to record back in that day. Yay, I have everyone. I victoried. Hooray. Beasts and beauty. The chess pieces. The genie. The druids. The winged ones. Family. Of all kinds. And it's peaking horribly. I know it is.
You seem so far away, and I just need to hear your voice.
And it has vocal songs.
I just need to hear you say.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching
You
me
would have me go
play this lovely game.
stay.
Feel free to, if you want to play it for yourself, and maybe
Girl in the tower, reaching out, please
and maybe try to beat it without the guide. I did it with the guide because I wanted to get the true ending. So that's the true ending. There's several different other ones. There's one. You can actually kill the genie, which is kind of a downer, because the genie is kind of hilarious, and you don't want to kill the genie. But you can kill the genie. That's what the peppermint's for. The peppermints get him drunk. That's this hint throughout the game, is that you get him drunk, and he gets drunk. He passes out. So you can deal with the genie a different way. Just different things throughout the game. As I said, you can use the dress to go in the castle. That's one way to crash the wedding.
Why do you haunt me night and day?
But yeah, it's got character lip syncing and everything like that. But yeah, that's King's Quest 6. That's my favorite monkey bunch. I don't remember how many times I actually beat this game, to be honest with you. I know one time I screwed up and completely locked myself out from winning, which was horrible. Well, you can lock yourself out. There's a couple of stopper points. And Jolo is one of them. It's a good stopper point. I'm trying to think of some definite stopper points. Like, you know, screwing up with your saves. The key to King's Quest is if you don't want to do the guide, you need to save often. Lots of often. Well, after this, I guess I will deal with King's Quest 7 is next. And I know this was a very, very long episode, and I just wanted to play it, and I shared it with you. It's not that much. You get 3 games for $10, or you can get all of them for $20. Typically, GOG has a sale on them. This song repeats itself, which is interesting. But yeah, thanks to all who played this game and made it awesome and all that stuff, and made this game and made this lovely song that I remember liking when I was a kid. I got received 232 points. You completed approximately 100% of the main puzzles in King's Quest 6. 100%. Congratulations on your excellent performance. If you want to go beyond the ultimate score, and I think we should try the other easier entrance to the castle. You can do so easily by returning back to the point you just did with the ruined grandson. Don't go back to see the druids. Instead, head for the castle. New puzzle changes await you. See, once you hit that ruins point, that changes it. You don't have to look at the stuff on the table. It's just so many different things. Well, anyway, that is all for King's Quest 6. I hope you enjoyed watching. It is available on GOG. I'll link the description in the below if you're interested in playing for yourself and just goofing off in it yourself. But that is all I have to say for this game. I loved it to death, and I hope you like it as well. But anyway, it's not going to change my view on it whether you like it or not. So anyway, that's all for King's Quest 6. Next time will be King's Quest 7. I will do a full playthrough of it. 8 will be back to Gaming Glimpse because I have no intention of playing through that. And coming a week or so, I have the new King's Quest. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and bye!